Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to have a discussion and why you should pick up these two vehicles at USSR Tech Tree at 10.0. First, we're going to talk about the 2s38, and we're going to have real gameplay of the Su-25. Now, the 2s38 is the definition of Russian bias. One thing that we're going to talk about is how to play this correctly and how to play it efficiently. Two different things, but let's get on to it. And I'm going to explain to you why you should pick this up. Okay, we are in a game. Now, this is a light tank. First off, we want to play it as a light tank. We play it as an MBT. We're going to get our turret tossed every single time, as most Russian tanks do. Now, we want to take a wide flank. The wider the flank, the better. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way out here to the side, see if we can get a couple shots off. Now, this is a very good tank at its BR, and at one time it was at 9.7. So playing this, as I stated, wide flank. If we're not going wide, we're doing it wrong. We want to scout, we want to be as careful as we can, not giving away our position while trying to encroach on the enemy. And this tank is very good at doing that. So what we're doing, we're getting on top of this berm, we're trying to get into our enemy spawn while protecting our own tank. Take a couple shots off here, we're going to relocate and see if we can get ourselves another target. Make sure that we are not getting flanked as well. Also, pro tip, always try to put your laser designator on your right mouse if you're on PC, your right mouse button, so you can right click to get a laser designator, left click to shoot. Saves you time. So I believe at the time of recording this, the 2s38 I believe is about 40 to 50 bucks. Same thing with the Su-25. So at the current prices with no summer sale or any sale going on, it's going to be about 80 to 100 bucks for this pair. But you are getting the strongest lineup at 10.0, and both of these together can research the entire Russian tech tree in about a week, casually playing. Now, the only problem the 2s38 has is killing MBTs from the front. If you have to face a heavy tank from the front, if you have time, either try to take out their turret, pop smoke, and run. Those are your only two options. If you don't do that, you're pretty much toast. Playing these two vehicles in one game, the Su-25 and 2s38, if you play 4 to 6 games an hour and you do relatively well, you're going to make between 250,000 and about 500,000 silver lions an hour on average with an average game. Another little tidbit with the 2s38, it has a radar, and a pretty good one too. So you're using the proximity rounds. This thing is nasty when it comes to taking down helicopters and other aircraft. So now we're going to get to the pros and cons of the 2s38. Firstly, the pros. Good mobility, good main gun, good rounds, good high speed, good traverse time, very good anti-air capabilities. It also has very good research and silver lion percentages as well. So with those 5 things listed, this tank has a lot going for it at its BR. Now on to the cons, and there ain't that many of them. So the first con is that it has no armor at all. Anything looks at you, you're pretty much dead. The second con is that it has a very high reload rate after your first 15 rounds. And third and last con is that it's slow for its BR. There are plenty of other MBTs that are actually faster than this tank in this same BR. It's just a little bit slower than main battle tanks, and for what it is, it should be a lot faster. Now, with all that being said, the pros and the cons and my honest opinions about this tank, I will give it a solid 8 out of 10 to purchase this. I am completely happy with my purchase of this tank. I have made millions of silver lions. I have researched the entirety of the Russian tech tree, in about a week and a half, just playing casually about an hour or two a day. Now, talking about the Su-25, there's really not much to talk about. It is a very good cast aircraft at 10.0. It is a flying tank. And for the majority of when you will take this jet out, you're going to pick the R250 rockets. They're very large anti-material rockets. And you can get up to, I believe, 8 kills a game. On average, you'll get between 4 and 6. It's got very good guns. It has a good amount of flares. It flies like a tank because it basically is a tank. And comparing the Su-25 to the American A-10, the Su-25 is a better platform in the game. With everything that's being said, and if you guys are still around watching this video, I thank you very much. If you could hit that like and subscribe button, that means a lot to me. A lot of time goes into making these videos.